If it ain't me, then who? What's good? AB in the If it ain't who, I mean, if it ain't me, then who? It ain't me. If it ain't who, I mean, if it ain't me, then who? What's up, y'all? Let's make another YouTube video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Dope content already on this platform for you. So we're just gonna get right into it. Taking out my hair, and we're gonna figure out ways, we'll talk about ways of easing the mind. A few ways of typically just, easing your mind. To keep those thoughts from racing. 5 ways to stop the thoughts from racing. This is stuff that I've done like my own research on, and stuff that I just tried just for the fun of it. And with all this COVID stuff going on, man, it is a struggle just trying to stay up and positive, because you don't know what's next. Jobs, living expenses, bills, financial issues. You just don't know. You just don't know. So I'm gonna take out my hair. Let's give you a few tips on it. The first one I normally try to do is cognitive distancing. In other terms, like our minds normally wander on the regular, just cause. Doesn't matter what it is. Think about the present, the past, the future. It just wanders. So sometimes you can balance your mind tendencies to predict the worst outcome. So everybody does that. Everybody. It doesn't matter what it is, good headspace, bad headspace. Everybody makes up scenarios in their head. That's not true. And doing that, that's when it puts you into a bad headspace. Because none of it is true. None of it is true. You shouldn't analyze anything. You should analyze stuff in general. As in, when it comes to the mindset, you should analyze things that you fear you see as happening, because that's just only going to make you more miserable and worry, So try to stay away from those thoughts. Try to substitute that for positive affirmations. I think that's the word. Try to substitute it for that. It doesn't matter what it could be, a word, a slogan, anything. I am better than my thoughts. When those thoughts start to come upon, hit yourself with I'm better than those thoughts. When Satan try to get in between those ears, you tell him I am better than my thoughts. These thoughts are not true. I am strong. I am positive. I will succeed in life. I will get the things God has for me out of this lifetime. Substitute it with all positive affirmations. You got to. You just got to. You just really got to. Just to keep bringing yourself back to the reality, like, okay, this is me right now in this moment. Either I fall into those thoughts, or come up with some kind of slogan to bring me back to where I need to be in this moment, And that's hard, because that's like, it's like athletes with muscle memory. You're so used to shooting a certain way or playing defense a certain way. It's like muscle memory. So when those thoughts come, it's muscle memory. So you have to train your mind to change that mindset. You gotta change your mind to give you that positive mindset. And that's easy said and done. Because sometimes I still struggle with that, And I still struggle with that. And it happens. Sometimes we relapse. It happens. As long as you don't stay, in that headspace, you know? Even if you have to distance yourself from people because you know you're not in the good headspace and you know your energy isn't where it needs to be around others, do it. Do it. You know? Sometimes you have to be selfish for you. You know? Just focus on the present. As hard as that is, we just have to train ourselves to do that, man. We just have to. Because we don't know what's next, you know? As much as we think we do and want to know, we don't know. And the more we predict the future and what's next and say you don't get the outcome, the more we make ourselves miserable in this present time. You just take a few deep breaths. Look at yourself in the mirror. Let yourself know, I'm better than this, you know? I attract good things. Good things are attracted to me. You know? Write. That's another thing. Write things down. Sometimes we're so caught up in our thoughts, and it's so much going on at one time. You don't know where to begin with any of those thoughts that's all over the place. Write it down. Or do poetry. I used to do poetry. I need to get back into it. I used to do poetry when I was going through like these weird headspaces. Like super weird. This was back when I was getting over a relationship. But I did poetry. And it made me feel really good inside to be able to put those words that I was feeling on paper. I felt lighter too. And then I was able to share it with people and people were able to relate. Oh, it was such a good feeling because I felt like I was helping people heal as well. It led to healing, you know? So write things down when you feel like my thoughts are overpowering me and I don't know how to handle it. Get a book. Get your own personal book. And write it down. I bet you a bottom dollar things will start to change. You just got to make it a routine. Put it in your everyday habits, your everyday routines. It takes 21 days. Psychological study. It takes 21 days to break a habit. So write for 21 days and see how it goes for you. And let me know. Let me know how it goes for you. I'm a psych major. I don't have my master's yet, so I'm not licensed at all. So I'm not sitting here trying to diagnose anybody or, tell you what you have. I'm just give you tips on how to cope and handle with these type of things, you know? Breathing is definitely top tier. You gotta breathe in these moments. You gotta, you gotta breathe. You got to. Some breathing for me led to crying. If I get that, I'm few. Ooh, girl. Tears. You hear me? Tears. But I felt lighter after the tears, you know? Crying in private, I felt lighter. Not saying crying in private is a bad thing because it's not. It's not at all. Sometimes you need to be with yourself and your own thoughts and just cry sometimes. And that's totally normal and that's totally okay. So don't feel crazy if you ever catch yourself crying alone, because it's okay. Moments like that, take advantage of it. Write down what you're feeling in that moment that has you crying, like what triggered that, you know? Also take advantage of spending time with God or whatever God you say, you spend time with, you know? Talk to him. Let him know how you feel. He already knows how you feel. Talk to him. Ask for help. We don't like asking for help. Ask for help. And I promise you, let me speak for the God I serve. As soon as you ask for help, he comes in right on time. That's, it'd be the confirmation for me. It's the confirmation for me. You know? But yeah, man. breathe, write it down. Cognitive distancing. What was the other ones? It was breathe, write it down, cognitive distancing. Ouch. And focusing on the present time. Focus your mind and your thoughts on this moment right now. As you're watching this, focus on your present thoughts. Focus everything right now in this moment, right here. And it doesn't make it any better because some of us already see where we're gonna be in a couple of weeks, months, years. Sometimes we feel like we see exactly where we're gonna be and the things we're gonna be doing. And that's beautiful. I love ambition. I love an ambitious person, especially with life. Life already is hard. And it's okay to be ambitious, but don't stress yourself. Don't let your thoughts overtake you because you're looking past this moment right here. You know? Write notes on your mirrors. Write them around your room. I used to have stickies all over my walls. Not that I used to. They're sitting right over there. I would have stickies, and wherever I woke up, looked where I went, I seen a sticky, and I couldn't resist not to look at it because it was right here in my face. You know, it was right in my face. Put motivational quotes up there. Put your favorite motivational speaker, just their name. Maybe their name reminds you of a motivational engagement they had one day, and you remember a quote they said. Put Bible verses. Put words that bring you back to a place of like, okay, ooh, I got this. I'm good. I am good right here, right now. You know? Let me show you. I have so many stickies. So many of them. These are all stickies. Write them down. Whatever verse you see, go for it. For we live by faith and not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5:7. Whatever it takes for you to be stress-free, not stress-free. Bring your stress at an all-time low. Whatever it takes to bring the stress down, anxiety, and all of that stuff that arouse us. Whatever it takes to keep all that low. Try it out. Do it. For your sake. For your sake. For real. It's rough. It's rough, man. Most importantly, I'm not saying do it all on your own. Also, if it gets to a point where you just can't handle it at all, seek help. Look into getting a therapist. And not many people in the Black community takes therapy serious, which in fact we need it more than any other ethnicity group. Any other, we need it the most. Take that serious. Your mental health is definitely important, and that's something you don't take serious. So I encourage you, if you just can't, like I mentioned earlier, if you can't seem to do it by yourself and try different methods and it just get too overwhelming for you, seek help. Talk to someone. I remember at one point I wouldn't talk to nobody. And sometimes I still catch myself not talking to people. But I'm gonna say this one more time: if it ever gets to a point where you just can't handle it, seek help. Definitely need it in this lifetime. Definitely. I love you guys. I want you to keep pushing and keep going. Things will get rough. As long as you get back up, it only gets better. You can overcome anything, and you're capable of anything in this lifetime. Consistency is the key. As much as we want to see results within a snap of a finger, keep doing that. Keep doing what you're doing. keep at it. Please keep at it. You'll lose friends. You won't have support. Support yourself. All right? It's always all love. If it's not me, then who? Amen. Peace and blessings unto you. Subscribe to my channel below. Make sure you like. Love y'all.